Hi, today I want to talk to you about something really important. I apologize for the noise in the background. The washer and dryer are going. I hope that it doesn't pick up too much. I apologize if there's any clicking in the audio. That is my camcorder. I do not have a tape in it. And my wires, some of them actually need to be replaced. But I want to talk to you about something really important. How do you defend yourself if you're in a city against a bunch of Black Lives Matter writers and punks that want to do you or your family harm? Now these people, let's get one thing straight. These people are not protesters. I believe everybody has the right to protest, but since all this Black Lives Matter stuff has happened in the past few months, 30 people have actually died from them. They have burned businesses down. They've invaded neighborhoods. How do you defend yourself? Before you do anything, you need to understand a couple things. Depending on where you live, the district attorney may not prosecute these people, but they may prosecute you for defending yourself. You need to understand that. So, the first thing you need to do is, if you can avoid the situation by leaving, that's the smartest thing to do. That's what I recommend. But if you can't, if you are stuck at home, in an apartment or in a house, and they're coming for you, and we see it all the time, these people are killers. They beat people down. They assault people. They destroy property. And every single one of them actually should be put down like the dogs they are. But I'm going to talk about lethal and non-lethal. Even if you use non-lethal force to protect yourself, a Democrat district attorney or a activist district attorney may go after you for defending yourself and your family. Understand that first. So, if you are in a situation where you don't own a gun and these people are coming. Now remember, this is a mob of people. 35, 50, 100 people. The only way you can defend yourself, hopefully they don't set your house on fire, is for them to be in the house. Other than that, a district attorney is going to go after you if they are a Democrat district attorney. So you can't be out in your yard defending yourself. We've seen this, and the DA has gone after the victims, not the criminals. So I'm going to talk about lethal and non-lethal force on protecting yourself. This is really important. If you can avoid the fight or the situation by leaving before they get there, if you have a way to do it, then leave. Don't stay. Don't engage, because that's what these people want. And they would like to harm you. Alright, non-lethal force. What can you do if you're in an apartment building, a house, and you don't own a gun? There's a couple things you can do for non-lethal force. Spray paint. But if you use spray paint, it has to be an oil-based paint. Now spray paint, you spray someone directly in the eyes, it will blind them. If you use an oil-based paint, it doesn't just wash out with water. Alright, they will have to leave and leave you alone, and someone will have to take them to the hospital. That's one way. I'm going to show you a couple other things. Any type of wasp and hornet killer, this has like a 20-25, it says 27-foot jet. Hit them directly in the face. That will put them out of commission. This is non-lethal, but it may blind them. You know what? That's their problem. If they come to your home wanting to harm you or your family, that's on them. Non-lethal. Hit them in the face, directly in the face. Hit them in the eyes. Aim for the eyes anytime. Every time you have to fight or defend yourself, try to take the eyes out. as much as possible. And yes, they may have 20 or 30 other people there trying to get to you. But if you can take out the first row of people where they can't see, hopefully that gives you a chance to get away from them. And remember, these people don't care about each other. All they want to do is harm you or your family, or burn your business to the ground, or destroy property or steal. These are not protesters. The media needs to stop talking about how these people are protesters. They're looters, they're rioters, and they're murderers. And they're violent criminals. Non-lethal, spray paint, oil-based spray paint, but you have to be pretty close with that. Something like this, you can aim directly at them, shoot it directly in their face. They won't be able to see you, they'll be rubbing their eyes. Something like this to help you defend yourself. Now, I have this for a reason. It's just regular dishwashing soap, dishwashing liquid. Make a high enough concentration, put it in a spray bottle, and spray it in their face and their eyes. It probably won't blind them, but it'll definitely burn. And they'll be rubbing their eyes. And hopefully it gives you a chance to get away from them. Certain things you can use that you may have in your pantry: cayenne pepper, black pepper. Mix that with water, boil it, put everything into a spray bottle, and spray them in the face with it. Alright, let me get a drink here. There are numerous other ways that you can have non-lethal force. If you have a baseball bat and you take out a kneecap, that's non-lethal. But you have to be really close to them to do that. If you have a hammer, a screwdriver can be both lethal and non-lethal. If you hit someone in the neck with a screwdriver, they're probably going to die. You hit them up under the armpit right here. I don't know if you can see that right in there somewhere. It's a good chance they may die. So something like that I will have on lethal force. Now suppose you don't have anything to make a non-lethal weapon with. You can take 2x4s, steel pipe, anything you can to protect yourself. Now a lot of people carry knives and have little bitty pocket knives. I have some pocket knives about, this big open. That's not going to protect you. Especially if they're throwing Mai Tai cocktails and stuff like that. That will not protect you against 5 or 6 people. So, there are numerous ways for non-lethal force. The smartest thing I can tell you is take out the eyes. If they can't see you, they can't harm you. Alright, let's talk about lethal force. If you don't own a gun, of course you have knives. Most people have knives in their kitchen. We have a big kitchen knife. It's something like this long, something like that. It's pretty big. It was pretty cheap. I think it was like 15 bucks or something like that for this knife. But you will probably kill somebody with a knife. That's lethal. But you have to be extremely close to them. Things like baseball bats, steel pipes, something you hit somebody with some force, they're going down, they're going to be dead most likely. Especially if you hit them in the side of the head, they're going to die most likely. A tire iron that you use to change the tire on your car can be considered lethal. Even the 4-way lug wrench, if you hit somebody hard enough with that, it can kill them. I would say use that as a non-lethal option. take out the knees, take out the elbows, take out the shoulders. You know, it will do some damage, but you have to have a pretty good swing. Alright, you're in an apartment. You don't have access to any of this. And people are coming for you. What do? Well, I mean, you can look around your house and maybe have a knife, which, you know, hey, that may work. But if you have more than one person in that house, those knives are only going to go so far. They're only a certain size. So, you know, one of the most deadly weapons you have in your house is something you won't consider. Right there. Just a plain, ordinary sock can be a deadly weapon. You're going, wait a minute, how can I use a sock to defend myself? I mean, it's a damn sock. True. It's nothing more than a sock. What determines on how it makes a weapon is what you put in that sock. I apologize, the camera just faded out. This is a whole can of mixed vegetables. You stick this can down in this sock, you swing that at someone, hit them in the head with this, they're going down. You hit them in the arm with this, with enough force, it can break bone. Alright, you're going, alright, I've got a sock. But during this pandemic, I have no food, or I don't have a can like this. Every one of the damn cans at the grocery store has one of them stinking pull tabs, which really suck, and that's not going to work. Yes, it may, and no, it may not. Given the way those cans are made, there's a good chance when you hit somebody with it, that pop is going to pop up. The top will pop. You really need a can that's solid. Other things you can put in a sock that can make it lethal. Rocks. Fill the whole bottom with rocks if you have to. Or one larger rock. Padlocks. Anything with some serious weight to it that you can swing can make this sock lethal weapon. A lethal weapon. Understand that. So basically you're taking something that if you hit somebody with, they're going to look at you like, huh? And you're going to turn this into a weapon. Alright, you're going, you know what? I don't have any canned food like that. I have no canned goods at all. It's a pandemic. The stores are sold out. Or, you know, these people have already burned down our grocery store. So we have no groceries, no food. What else can I do to put in this sock to make it a weapon? That's easy. Everybody has doors in their apartment. All those doors have doorknobs. You take a doorknob, take it apart, you just put the two ends together with the door handle on it, the knob on it, and you leave out the latch part, and put those together, and that will be one solid piece. Screw it back together, the two halves, and stick that in a sock. That can make a weapon. You can take things to defend yourself that will not kill anyone, but it'll hurt like crazy. You can cut the cord off of a TV set, and if you hit somebody with that cord, they're definitely going to feel it. Another lethal response. I don't advise doing this unless you absolutely have to. If you have a pump sprayer for a garden or something like that, you know, the one you pump up, has a little hose and the spray nozzle, You can fill that thing with gasoline. And you can spray them. And you can throw a match on them and watch 30 of them go up at one time. Now, a situation like that, a DA will definitely charge you, because now you just made the aggressors into the victims. So before you do something like that, I mean, if they're coming to your house on a Mai Tai cocktail, fixing to light your house on fire, and you spray gasoline all over them, and they go up in flames, well, it's not their fault for wanting to burn you to the ground and kill you. It's your fault for turning it around on them. So be careful how you handle this. There's numerous things you can use in your home for defense. If you have a way to cut wood, and a way to cut like nails, cut the ends off of nails, you can take a piece of 2x4, cut it in half, make it a 2x2, and then put your 2x2 here on the bottom, up, over. Make a box out of it. But before you nail that thing together, now remember, this will be in your hand like this. So it'll come up. Before you put that top board on there, you nail some nails in there, and you cut them nail heads off. That way when you hit them with that 2x4, there's now a 2x2, it'll wrap over through your hand and around your hand and have nails on the end with the heads cut off. That will do some serious damage. You know, I don't believe in violence. But if someone came to my house trying to harm me, my girlfriend, they would find and get more trouble than they consider they bargained for. Because I'm the type of person, you come after me or mine, you will not leave on your own. I am watching these looters, these rioters. People have died because of Black Lives Matter. Make no mistake, it is because of them. And every social media platform is making them out to be the victims. Oh, it's social justice. No, they're violent criminals. They're looters. They burn things to the ground. They steal. They beat people up. They kill people. They're not innocent. The best thing you can do at home is look around your home and see what you have to defend yourself with, and think outside the box. I mean, absolutely think outside the box. You know, if you have a frying pan, that can be a weapon. Don't fall for the media's portrayal of these people. They're thugs, they're punks, and they will harm you or kill you. They've proven that. Anyway, I'm fixing to go. Think about what you have. Think about how you can defend yourself. That's it. Everyone stay safe, and everyone have a good day.